So I was on social media in one of my Black women's groups. I can't remember what the topic was because we talk about all types of shit up in there in those groups. Woo. But there was a woman in there that said she had never experienced an orgasm. Surprisingly, several other ladies in the groups also agreed with her, saying they had never achieved an orgasm before. So this got me to thinking about the female orgasm or the lack thereof. I mean, I've known theoretically that there probably were women who never experienced or had or could not achieve an orgasm. But to actually see so many women agree with the original poster, it kind of blew me. Like, wow, I didn't realize it was that many. So after blocking every family member on Facebook that I have, because I still try to be respectful, I asked my Facebook friends, had they ever experienced an orgasm before? Most of them said yes, but we do have a few that said no. Of course, being the complex creatures we are, women, of course, we women are, achieving an orgasm for us is not always just so simple. It takes a little work, a little stimulation to reach the ultimate goal of climax or orgasm. According to Google, the definition of female orgasm is a climax of sexual excitement characterized by feelings of pleasure centered in the genitals. Blood flow to the genitals increases, becoming sensitive and increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing. Many women experience muscle spasms. So all that, that's all the good stuff, that's the good stuff, right? So of course, there's really not a lot known about the female orgasm, probably due to the fact that until recent history, the sciences have been mostly a male-dominated industry, which is pretty much how everything is, mostly male-dominated, except for giving birth. Of course, scientists are able to tell us what the purpose of a male orgasm is, which is to ejaculate sperm to produce children. Unfortunately, the purpose of the female orgasm is less clear. Meaning that scientists haven't really found the evolutionary reason for female orgasm yet, right? The purpose could be as simple as the pleasure that comes from having an orgasm, having sex, which could lead to more sex, which could ultimately lead to more babies. So that probably is really the evolutionary purpose of it. Just feels good for us, makes us want to have more sex, which in turn causes more babies to be born, which is ultimately the goal of the planet or the universe or God, whatever you believe in. Because scientists are going to science, they have several theories that suggest sexual response follows state. You have 4 core things that they say happens during the orgasm process. So you have excitement, which is arousal builds. You have plateau, which arousal increases and then levels off. And then you have orgasm, which is intense feelings of pleasure, and then resolution, arousal diminishes. That's when you tell them to get off. I'm just playing. As a hetero woman, I've been told that there are all kinds of health benefits from orgasms or sex in general, like a fatter booty. I mean, we've been told that all our lives. Clearer skin. But actually, there's little evidence to show orgasm improve physical health. That's not to say there are no benefits to overall health. Orgasms, which equate to pleasure for most, improves moods, stress relief, and immunity boost. Definitely on this stress relief. Get a headache, have an orgasm. I promise you feel better. There are also many non-medical untruths, falsehoods, and myths out there that women out here as to why women are unable to orgasm. Let's touch on a few, okay? We have psychological problems. Now, mental health is mental wealth, right? Okay. But while they may contribute to you not being able to orgasm, is definitely not like the cover-all reason for all women as to why they can't orgasm. Because while trauma, relationship issues, poor mental health can make orgasming difficult, many with healthy sexual attitudes still have difficulties. So it's not just because, I mean, you can be perfectly healthy mentally and still not be able to achieve an orgasm. So either way, women need to be in love to orgasm. We all know that's a lie. I mean, that might work for some people. I mean, emotions do make things more intense, feelings, deep feelings and all that, but you can love somebody for 20 years and he still can never make you, or she could still never make you come. So hopefully in 2021, we realize this is especially untrue. While an emotional connection may make a person more comfortable doing sex, thus helping to reach orgasm, that is not always the case. Like I just said, you don't need to be you don't have to have feelings for somebody for them to help you out. Last, women can only orgasm during heterosexual activity. Let me tell you how wrong this misconception is, okay? In a study from 2018, 86% of lesbian women said they usually or always orgasm. 66% of bisexual women said they usually or always orgasm. 65% of hetero women said they usually or always orgasm. Honestly, looks like the hetero women are the ones losing right now, because I mean, 86%, between 86% and 65%, that's a big difference. I'm just saying. So we know that hetero sex is not the only way to achieve orgasm. More oral sex, longer lasting sex, higher relationship satisfaction, asked for what they wanted, engaged in sexual calls, emails, texts, sexting, expressed love during sexual act, and tried new sexual positions. Now, I'm not saying you can't be vanilla, but you might want to switch it up in the boudoir if, you know what I'm saying, your orgasm count is lacking or low, outside of you having some kind of medical issue. In another 2018 analysis of 135 studies, several factors can increase the risk of sexual dysfunction, such as relationship problems, that MF getting on your nerves, mental health issues, that MF getting on your nerves, and poor physical health. He's stressing you out and getting on your nerves, okay? Pelvic pain, history of abortion, pro-choice, female genital mutilation, sexual abuse, religious beliefs, causing shame, okay? Exercise daily, daily affection from partners, positive body image, you fine girl, sexual education, intimate communication, last but not least, masturbation. Because if you know how to get yourself off, then you can definitely show somebody else how to get you off. For me, I definitely don't have an orgasm each and every time I engage in sexual activity with my husband. But when I don't, I still enjoy the act of sex. And I found that a lot of women also feel the same way. They still enjoy the act of sex, even if they don't orgasm. So fellas, if you're watching this, or females, if your partner is unable to orgasm, don't take it personal. I don't know of any woman that probably orgasms 100% of the time. It's actually perfectly natural, especially for us, not to experience orgasms each and every time we have sex or engage in sexual activity. If you are a woman who has not ever, or is a rarity that you do orgasm, please know that you are not alone. I just told you, 65% of females, experience orgasm every time they have sex. So that means there's like 35% that sometimes don't, and it's probably even lower percentage of people that never have. Keep in mind, it might just take a little bit of work for you to get to that goal. Let's recap. Orgasms are awesome. You don't have to have them all the time as a female. If you don't ever have them, they're still natural. Barring that you don't have any kind of medical issues. Thank you for coming.